Hey there, hi there, ho there, YouTubers. Thanks for joining me for another edition of Miller's Mind. This is Jason, and we're going to have some fun for Halloween today. So let's get started. It's going to be kind of a fun with Frank. So we're going to do a little bit of a Frankenstein. Or Frankenstein's monster. It's not really Frankenstein because he's the doctor. First thing we're doing is we're using our rectangle tool up there. You could either click on the tool or you can press R on your keyboard. We're going to darken his color a little bit so we gotta have a general outline. Let's see, what's Frank need first? Well, to come alive we kind of need the bolts. This is what Dr. Frankenstein used to bring the Frankenstein monster to life, other than the body parts that he dug up. Ooh, kind of ghoulish. But it is Halloween after all. So happy Halloween, everybody. So, and we're going to change that color. Alright. There's one bolt. We're going to right click. I'm going to go ahead and group together. And right click, arrange, and send it back. There's one bolt. Now I'm going to do a Control C on the keyboard, Control V. That's going to give me a copy. We'll move it over here. Then we're going to use the horizontal flip and flip it. Now, you can line it up if you want a mirror, but I think that's kind of boring. So I'm going to move it a little off center just to throw it off. Give Frank some character. But he didn't hear me, so he's going to need some mirrors. Use our corner tool. Go ahead and get the color set. Arrange, send it back, and I'm going to do Control Copy, Control V again. I'm going to place that right on top of it, and now I'm going to shrink it down. Now you can hold Shift and it will maintain that origin. If you hold down Shift and Alt at the same time, it'll scale in all directions, which is kind of what I want. And then we're going to make that a little bit of a lighter color. So, hello Frank. He can hear us now. Right click, we're going to group that together. And then right click, I'm going to arrange and we'll send it back. And now let's go ahead and put his ear here. Do a Control Copy, Control V. And I think Dr. Frankenstein's going to be a decent surgeon, so I will line his ears up. He's just not a mechanic. Now, if you want these centered on the face, an easy way to do that is hold down the Shift key when you have that one clicked. Click on the other one, right click, and go ahead and group them together. Now they're one image, so then you can center it on your face. Boom, neat trick. Can definitely save you some time and energy. Alright. Oh, let's see. Now Frank kind of wants to see what's going on. So let's go ahead and give him some eyes. I think my Frank is going to have kind of squarish eyes. So look, Control C, Control V on the keyboard once again. Match those up. And we're going to hold down Shift. Scale it down just a tad. Maybe round off the eyeball a little bit. Gotta get it out of the center. Control Copy, Control V. We're gonna center it on that one. This one we're gonna actually Control Z, undo that. We're gonna scale him this way. Alright. Click back in here. Let's see. Orange. Is he looking up? Yeah. That looks pretty good, doesn't it? And now we need to have our highlight. I think round that off just a tad more. That looks good. Looks good. Alright. Go ahead and hold down Shift and it'll maintain. That looks good. Like it. So I'm going to go ahead and lock these others down. I highlighted them so I can see them line up over here on the left. I'm going to lock them down so that when I go to select, I only get the eye, just like that. Right click, say group section. Alright. Let's keep here. Now we can do Alt and drag while you have it selected, and that's how you make an easy copy of it. Now I've got 3 copies, I only need 2. It's not a... And then we're going to do the same trick. We're going to shift both of them together. Right click, say group sections. That way we can center them on Frank's face here. If we can get it to snap. Interesting. We may have to unlock the background for it to snap. That's weird. Well, we learned something. Now, do you like the way his eyes look, or do you want him to look down there, or do you want him to look more at you? Let's go ahead. Make him look at you. So we're going to ungroup this section. And now I'm going to go back and lock my face. And what I'm going to go ahead and name. You can name your layers as well. Let's say face. There we go. We'll lock that face. See, the ears are there too. I'm going to go ahead and name those. Ears. Didn't lock them, did I? Lock them so I can get this eye. We're just going to do horizontal shift. Go back and group those together, which I'm just right clicking to bring up that menu structure. And EYES. And let's give him a nose. A little off center because, well, Dr. Frankenstein is good, but he was in a rush to get this guy going. And it's going to be on a little crooked, so we're going to tilt that. So to make it rotate at 15-degree angles, hold down the shift key while you grab your little bar, and it'll just do 15 degrees. Otherwise, if you don't hold down shift, it's freewheeling, but if you hold down shift, it's more controllable, more consistent. And we're going to do with the green, but we want it to be a little brighter, so it'll stand out. Looking good. Then we're going to do a control copy, control V. Hold down shift. Make that a little lighter. Give him a highlight on his nose. Looking good. And let's give him a smile. So we're going to use the pen tool on this one. Pen tool, you can press P on the keyboard, or you can click up here. Just as easy. Go ahead and click and then click again. Hit the escape key. Now you can press the D on your keyboard, or you can come up here and say sub-select. And click on our mouth, and when you highlight over it, you see that little squiggly line next to it. Then I hold down my first mouse and drag. And give him a little crooked smile. So he was a crooked man who ran a crooked mile, ran into a crooked fence, smiled a crooked smile. Look good. Don't forget to go back to hit the V on your keyboard to go back to your regular select. Frank's looking pretty good. Pretty good. He's kind of cute, but he's kind of bald. He's not Uncle Fester. He's Frankenstein. So what we're going to do is zoom out a little bit. Give him some hair. Now, you could do this 2 ways. You go back to your pen tool, and you can start clicking. Give him some interesting hair. Okay, the escape key. There's one way to do it. And let's go ahead and select what we've got. give it a color, delete the border, and then you can go back and hit D on your keyboard and you can select your image. You can play with curves of his hair. It's your design. Have fun with it. Kind of fun. Yeah, I think I'll leave it that way. The other way I was going to do it was, well, I'll show you. Let's go ahead and save this. File. Save the file. We'll call it Fun with Frank. Yeah, kind of fun. How the other way I was going to do it. I'll tell you what, we'll just move it out of the way. Just bring some rectangles, round them off. Hold down the Alt key as you've got it selected, and snap, snap. Just like that. And I was going to rotate one of these to kind of give him a little character. Like that. Select all these, change them to black. And then you can highlight the, first you got to take the face back off. Highlight these and then hit the clip tool. And give him some hair that way too. Kind of neat. Kind of cool too. So there's a couple different ways to do it. However you want to play with it. And then of course he also needs some eyebrows. Big old bushy eyebrows. Those will be the same color. Frank wasn't a bad guy, he was just a little misunderstood. And you could leave the other one off and say, you know, Dr. Frankenstein forgot to give him one, but I think I'm going to give him one anyway. One eye raised. So there's our Frankenstein. And here we would be with our different hairstyle. If I took all the other ones and deleted them off. How would I do that? Well, glad you asked. Well, you can type in the comments and ask other questions. And feel free to subscribe. We'd love to have more people in our community and watch it grow, and we can learn different things with Gravit Designer. It's a really cool tool, and it's free, by the way. And I'll provide the link down below so you can get your own copy. But you'd right click and just say ungroup selection. And we bring all these back. You could just highlight them and hit delete. And then we can put his other hairstyle on. I think that kind of worked out real well. Here's another little trick before I let you go today. Here's one thing, if you know the highlights and to play with different looks, you can use this, put another square over, you come over here and make it an overlay, and see how it changed the highlights. And then you could change the percentage here to like a 25% overlay. You may need a 50%. And it'll give you shading and give you a different look. It's going to fit all. It's kind of cool. Alright, well, once again, this is Jason Miller. Thanks for watching. If you'd like to see something else, I was thinking about doing maybe use this same technique and do some of our other monsters of Halloween, or maybe my pumpkin. So if you'd like to see that, let me know in the comments down below. Take care now, and bye-bye.